Damian Williams, aka Shortmane, is a Top Boy Gorilla affiliate that is from uptown Baton Rouge. Shortmane gained heavy respect in the streets of Baton Rouge at a very young age. TBG Shortmane is known for being a real stepper, a hustler, and an original member of TPG. By the age of 18, Southside rap star Lil Boosie even noticed the savage but loyal ways of Shortmane and added him to his label Badass Entertainment. Some of Shortmane's closest partners was Boulevard Mel, Boulevard Quick, Boulevard Bubba, and mainly all the top TBG/Boulevard members. Back when the streets of Baton Rouge started to heat up around 2008 and 2009 due to numerous street feuds and beef, the infamous TBG Shortmane made its stamp.
I'm gonna keep pushing, I'm gonna be doing what I do. If anybody play me in no man, any kind of way, I'm knocking their heads off. You know, Free Marquise, he coming home. You know, he ain't changed. I ain't trying to talk no sense into him. Don't want him to see him before it's over, Jack. You know. Yeah. That was get that car right there right quick. Flash that car. That was Johnny Red, a dick rider. He was being alright just now. He passed by speaking at me. That's why I want you to see the car. Blowing the horn speaking, you just saw it. And when you get around Boosie, then be acting like you beefing with me. You know, so Johnny, when I catch him, I'll slap the shit out you. You bitch. That's who that was.
In 2009, the streets of Baton Rouge were on fire. The top artists from the two hottest BR record labels, Dope Celebrity Family and Trio Fam/Badass Entertainment, were feuding due to street beef and mostly rumors. In February of 2009, Dope Celebrity Family would take a major loss after Baton Rouge rapper Chris Nussy Jackson was shot and killed by Marlo Mike while sitting in a home on America Street. After that, Dope Celebrity will also take another loss of a top member of the DCF family. Big Marquis is a Baton Rouge street legend, well known for being a hustler, rapper, and his affiliation with Nussy and Dope Celebrity Records. Big Marquis was known as a beast in the streets, standing 6'3", weighing 250 pounds. He gained a reputation for being a knockout artist. Due to his close friendship with other BR street dudes like Nussy and Pig, the streets also speculated about Big Marquis' involvement in the shooting of Little Ivy, Josh, and Ace. Big Marquis allegedly confronted Lil Boosie in the club and knocked out two of his front teeth around Big Josh and Ace. Big Marquis allegedly confronted Lil Boosie in the club and knocked out two of his front teeth around the mid-2000s. After the altercation with Lil Boosie, Big Marquis added fuel to the fire by dropping a diss song titled Two Piece, taunting, knocking out Lil Boosie. But unfortunately, on July 24th, 2009, 5 months after the passing of Nussy, Big Marquis was also killed. In October of 2010, over a year after Marquis Serta, also known as Big Marquis, was killed, Baton Rouge police arrested Damian Williams, aka Shortmane, in connection with the murder. Police accused Shortmane of shooting Big Marquis as he sat in a car on the 6700 block of Cezanne Avenue. Investigators believe the shootings was retaliation for an earlier shooting. They charged Shortmane with second-degree murder and illegal use of a dangerous weapon. But after trial, all the charges against Shortmane and the killing of Big Marquis were dropped, and he was back on the streets of Baton Rouge. After being released from prison and beating murder charges, Shortmane was back uptown with his TBG affiliates. But unfortunately, after a couple years of being free, the BR legend Shortmane will face some more trouble. In the early morning hours of May 19, 2013, a man walking alone in the Glen Oaks area of Baton Rouge stated that a car full of guys approached him and one of the men forced him into a vehicle at gunpoint. According to the victim, the men in the vehicle forced him to close his eyes as they drove around the area. Eventually, the vehicle stopped in the vicinity of Oakline Avenue, at which point the man forced the victim to lie in a ditch. Fearful that the men were going to kill him, the victim began to flee on foot. At least one of the men opened fire, striking the victim 3 times. Immediately after the shooting, the victim was transported to the hospital where he met a Baton Rouge police detective. The victim told the detective that he was approached by men in a gold SUV and that TBG Shortmane was seated in the back seat on the driver's side, and that he spoke briefly with Shortmane before Shortmane pulled a gun and forced him into the vehicle. The victim indicated to the detective that the man demanded money from him, ran his pockets, and ultimately took his Samsung Galaxy phone. The victim stated that the man then forced him to lie in the ditch and that he ran when he became afraid. The victim informed the detective that Shortmane shot him 3 times as he ran. The detective presented the victim with a 6-person photo lineup from which the victim identified Shortmane as the person who shot and robbed him. But at trial, the victim testified that he did not know any of the men in the vehicle, Shortmane was not in the car, and that he did not tell the detective his cell phone had been stolen. While he identified his initials and signature as being present on the photographic lineup statement, the victim stated that he did not remember signing anything in particular, but that he signed so many papers at the hospital. The victim testified that he tried more than once to go to the district attorney's office and have the charges against Shortmane dismissed because he did not want the wrong man in jail. The victim explained that he only circled Shortmane's picture in the lineup because he knew him. He alleged that the police wrote everything else on the lineup statement. Even though the victim testified at trial that he did not have a phone taken from him the night of the incident, the jury disregarded testimony in favor of the testimony presented by the detective. Ultimately, the court found Shortmane guilty of armed robbery with a firearm, second-degree kidnapping, and attempted second-degree murder. He was sentenced to 40 to 60 years in prison.